Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Put together out of existing material. Compile a list. Get or gather together. Use a computer program to translate source code written in a particular programming language into computer-readable machine code that can be executed. Make up plans or basic details for. Produce a literary work. She composed a poem. Put together out of existing material. Write music. Beethoven composed 9 symphonies. Calm someone, especially oneself, make quiet. She had to compose herself before she could reply to this terrible insult. Form the substance of. Greed and ambition composed his personality. Get or gather together. Collect or gather. Get or gather together. She is amassing a lot of data for her thesis. Collect or gather. Call for and obtain payment of. We collected over $1 million in outstanding debts. Assemble or get together. Get or gather together. Payable by the recipient on delivery. A collect call. Gather or collect. Get or bring together. A short prayer generally preceding the lesson in the Church of Rome or the Church of England. Save up as for future use. Get or gather together. A secret store of valuables or money. Get or gather together. Arrange into piles or stacks. Collect or gather. Show certain properties when being rolled. Form a cylinder by rolling. Roll up a banner. Get or gather together. Form into a cylinder by rolling. Make into a bundle. Arrive in a vehicle. Close a car window by causing it to move up, as with a handle. Put in order or neaten. Make the bed. Eliminate urine. Have a bowel movement. Institute, enact, or establish. Make laws. Create by artistic means. Make by combining materials and parts. Give certain properties to something. Don't make this into a big deal. Create or design, often in a certain way. Charge with a function. Charge to be. Induce to have sex. Head into a specified direction. Achieve a point or goal. Earn on some commercial or business transaction. Earn as salary or wages. How much do you make a month in your new job? Represent fictitiously, as in a play, or pretend to be or act like. She makes like an actress. Proceed along a path. Make one's way into the forest. The act of mixing cards haphazardly. Reach a goal. Make the first team. Organize or be responsible for. Have, throw, or make a party. Give rise to. Cause to happen or occur, not always intentionally. Make a stir. Make, formulate, or derive in the mind. Make an estimate. Reach a destination, either real or abstract. Engage in. Make love, not war. Cause to do. Cause to act in a specified manner. Prepare for eating by applying heat. Can you make me an omelet? A recognizable kind. What make of car is that? To compose or represent. This makes a fine introduction. Make or cause to be or to become. Make a mess in one's office. Create or manufacture a man-made product. Act in a certain way so as to acquire. Make friends. Add up to. 4 and 4 make 8. Amount to. This salary increase makes no difference to my standard of living. Appear to begin an activity. Assure the success of. A good review by this critic will make your play. Behave in a certain way. Make merry. Be or be capable of being changed or made into. He makes a great host. Be suitable for. Wood makes good furniture. Calculate as being. I make the height about 100 feet. Carry out or commit. Make a mistake. Cause to be enjoyable or pleasurable. Make my day. Change from one form into another. Make water into wine. Compel or make somebody or something to act in a certain way. Heat makes you sweat. Consider as being. Constitute the essence of. Clothes make the man. Develop into. He will make a splendid father. Favor the development of. Practice makes the winner. Form by assembling individuals or constituents. Gather and light the materials for. Make a fire. Make by shaping or bringing together constituents. Make a dress. Perform or carry out. Make a decision. Reach in time. Undergo fabrication or creation. This wool makes into a nice sweater. An electronic memory device. A depository for goods. Storehouses were built close to the docks. A mercantile establishment for the retail sale of goods or services. Keep or lay aside for future use. Store grain for the winter. A supply of something available for future use. He brought back a large store of Cuban cigars. Find a place for and put away for storage. I couldn't store all the books in the attic, so I sold some. Keep or lay aside for future use. Keep or lay aside for future use. Break into a conversation. Keep or lay aside for future use. Set up for use. We put in a new sink. To insert between other elements. Place, fit, or thrust something into another thing. Make an application as for a job or funding. We put in a grant to the NSF. Keep or lay aside for future use. Keep or lay aside for future use. Keep or lay aside for future use. Make an itemized list or catalog of. Classify. He is cataloging his photographic negatives. Make a catalog. Compile a catalog. She spends her weekends cataloging. A book or pamphlet containing an enumeration of things. He found it in the Sears catalog. A complete list of things, usually arranged systematically. It does not pretend to be a catalog of his achievements. Compile an anthology. Put together hastily. Compile an anthology. Make an itemized list or catalog of. Classify. Make a catalog. Compile a catalog. A book or pamphlet containing an enumeration of things. A complete list of things, usually arranged systematically. Put together hastily. Raise. Accumulate as a debt. Fasten by sewing. Do needlework. Make by sewing together quickly. Run up a skirt. Pile up, debts or scores. Group or chunk together in a certain order or place side by side. A compact mass. Put together indiscriminately. A substantial amount. We won a chunk of money. Result or issue. Start running, functioning, or operating. Come up, of celestial bodies. Originate or come into being. Move toward, travel toward something or somebody or approach something or somebody. Get something or somebody for a specific purpose. Gather, money or other resources, together over time. Gather or bring together. Come to the surface. Move upward. Be mentioned. Bring forth, usually something desirable. A pen for cattle. Arrange wagons so that they form a corral. Collect or gather. Corralling votes for an election. Enclose in a corral. Corral the horses. A reserve of money set aside for some purpose. A financial institution that sells shares to individuals and invests in securities issued by other companies. A supply of something available for future use. Accumulate a fund for the discharge of a recurrent liability. Fund a medical care plan. Convert, short-term floating debt, into long-term debt that bears fixed interest and is represented by bonds. Furnish money for. The government funds basic research in many areas. Invest money in government securities. Place or store up in a fund for accumulation. Provide a fund for the redemption of principal or payment of interest. A deep bow with the foot drawn backwards, indicating excessive humility. Scratch repeatedly. The cat scraped at the armchair. An indication of damage. Bend the knees and bow in a servile manner. A harsh noise made by scraping. The scrape of violin bows distracted her. An abraded area where the skin is torn or worn off. gather, money or other resources, together over time. She had scraped together enough money for college. Bruise, cut, or injure the skin or the surface of. Cut the surface of. Wear away the surface of. Make by scraping. They scraped a letter into the stone. Gather, money or other resources, together over time. Group or chunk together in a certain order or place side by side. An awkward, stupid person. An abnormal protuberance or localized enlargement. A large piece of something without definite shape. A lump of coal. A compact mass. Put together indiscriminately. Lump together all the applicants. Reach with a blow or hit in a particular spot. Perceive with the senses quickly, suddenly, or momentarily. Ears open to catch every sound. Perceive by hearing. I didn't catch your name. The act of catching an object with the hands. Mays made the catch with his back to the plate. A drawback or difficulty that is not readily evident. It sounds good, but what's the catch? Suffer from the receipt of. She will catch hell for this behavior. See or watch. Take hold of so as to seize or restrain or stop the motion of. Hear, usually without the knowledge of the speakers. Succeed in catching or seizing, especially after a chase. Did you catch the thief? To hook or entangle. Apprehend and reproduce accurately. The quantity that was caught. The catch was only 10 fish. A restraint that checks the motion of something. Attract and fix. Capture as if by hunting, snaring, or trapping. Detect a blunder or misstep. The act of apprehending, especially apprehending a criminal. A person regarded as a good matrimonial prospect. Attract. Cause to be enamored. Catch up with and possibly overtake. Grasp with the mind or develop an understanding of. Did you catch that illusion? A break or check in the voice, usually a sign of strong emotion. A cooperative game in which a ball is passed back and forth. He played catch with his son in the backyard. A fastener that fastens or locks a door or window. Anything that is caught, especially if it is worth catching. He shared his catch with the others. Become aware of. Be struck or affected by. Catch fire. Be the catcher. Who is catching? Cause to become accidentally or suddenly caught, ensnared, or entangled. Check oneself during an action. She managed to catch herself before telling her boss what was on her mind. Contract. Did you catch a cold? Delay or hold up. Prevent from proceeding on schedule or as planned. Discover or come upon accidentally, suddenly, or unexpectedly. Catch somebody doing something or in a certain state. Get or regain something necessary, usually quickly or briefly. Catch one's breath. Reach in time. I have to catch a train at 7 o'clock. Spread or be communicated. The fashion did not catch. Start burning. Take in and retain. We have a big barrel to catch the rainwater.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.